So sophomore year of high school, my friends Cozza and Bekka would almost always get off at the same bus stop. So we used to go on these mini adventures, sometimes maybe just a few walks around the block or a trip to the corner store and get some food. And usually our adventures would end at hanging out at somebody's house. Usually Cozza's or Bekka's, because my house wasn't really the funnest place to be. But one day we decided to go on a different kind of adventure. So we decided to go on a walk through the woods, because there was this woods nearby. And Cozza said that she knew her way through the woods, so we all believed her. And I mean, I knew my way a little bit because I used to travel there all the time when I was a little kid. But the woods have changed since then because it's been a while. So we were going on a walk through the woods, and Cozza was leading us, and everything was going great. And then this flock of crows flew by, and we're like, all right, crows, 'cause we don't normally see crows. But the weirdest thing about it was that it wasn't just like a few crows, it was like at least 400 crows just flying through the woods, squawking, and we're all like, what the heck is this? So we're all like freaked out and joking that it's like some sort of bad omen or something because there's all these crows. So after all the crows leave and we've been walking the woods for like 20 minutes or maybe even more, Cozza gets us lost. So we're in the middle of these woods, it's getting late, it's not necessarily getting dark yet, but it's been a while. And so we finally make it out of the woods, and we come to these crossroads. And I looked around and figured out like what side of the woods we came out of and like where the city would be, so judging by that, we should go right, because that's where civilization was. And my friends were like, no, Rika, you're dumb. We're going left. And I was like, all right, guys. So I followed them left, and we started walking along this road, and we were going to walk along it until we found another road to get off. And whenever we were walking along this road, we passed this house. And I swear that all of those crows that we saw in the woods were attacking this house. I was like, what is going on? So we're walking along this road for at least 40 minutes. And then we get to the end of the road, and it is a dead end. And we're all freaking out like, did we miss the turnoff or something? And we're up on this hill, and we can like see the river and the city and everything, and it's really cool. But we're completely lost. And then we figure out that we're like on the longest dead end road in the world. So we walk back along the road for 40 minutes again until we come to that same crossroads. And then we decide to go the way that I said. And within like 5 minutes, we turn the corner and it's like, oh look, civilization. We know where we are now. And then we realized that our friend Anna lived like 5 minutes from that area. So we start walking to Anna's house. And then we see this cat, and we're like, oh, it's a cat, and it was really cute, but then it ran away before we had time to pet it, so we're like, all right. And so we're talking about this cat, and this old guy, like, standing by his driveway comes out, and he's like, you see Kit? And we're like, assuming that he's talking about the cat, we're like, yeah, we just saw the cat, he went that way, and he's like, you see Kit? And we're like, yes, and after about 3 minutes of him saying Kit and us being like extremely confused, we decide to go along our merry way and leave the creepy old man alone. So eventually we find our way to Anna's house, and we go in and they treat us to food, and we're all sitting at the table, extremely relieved to be able to sit down after being out for like 2 hours. And so we're sitting around the table eating carrots, and it was real nice as we were telling Anna about our crazy wild adventure through the woods. And then after that, we just all went home and awaited the adventure of tomorrow.